Hello everyone and welcome back to another gameplay video with the best boys Getselious and Sithscott.
Hello.
And this time around we'll be partaking in the Steam Fest where this week and later afterwards we'll be playing a lot of demos from various developers in various genres. So shout out to Steam Fest for putting this on blast, helping those developers out, get them out there,
Yeah, get them noticed, because, a lot of them probably don't have big, user bases, really.
Yeah,
Not yet.
And marketing. Marketing is it's so brutal these days.
Marketing sucks.
Oh, yeah. Let's be honest, before we get to the game, does anyone remember Dio killed anyone?
I remember doing a trailer reaction to that.
Yeah, we did something, and the game just didn't do well in sales. We were like, well, what is this game, That's marketing for you, man.
Apparently it wasn't a bad game either. It was just, people didn't care, because they didn't know it.
Exactly. And speaking of things you should know and care about, so today we're playing a point-and-click adventure game called Foolish Mortals. I know, point-and-click adventure games. Foolish Mortal Getselious and his point-and-click adventure games.
Us playing a point-and-click adventure game, who would have thunk?
Yeah, who would have thunk about it, yeah. So Scott, let them know more about Foolish Mortals.
Alrighty, so Foolish Mortals, as you know, is a point-and-click adventure game, but it's developed by Inkling Wood Studios, as well as published by Inkling Wood Studios.
Yeah. This popped up in my feed because, as you know, I play point-and-click games, and it's like, this is a mystery detective kind of voodoo experience type game, and me being a person of voodoo culture, coming from a culture that does it, I'm like, oh, let's see if someone else take on it, because I play voodoo detective, so we'll give it out. And before we start playing, you guys know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell as well, be notified next week go live, and be sure to follow myself and Sithscott in the links below. And let's start this gameplay. So, bam. Ooh, look at that. I like that they advertise.
I know that company.
Yeah, I know this. I love it. They advertise who they are. It's great. Written, directed, and produced by David Younger. Wow.
Not just David Young, David Younger.
Yeah, I feel bad for David Older. Programmed by Sophie Younger. Interesting.
Oh.
Could be married or married or related in other ways, but still interesting.
Got a family done game. Oh, and then here's not the Youngers. Okay.
Yeah, not the Youngers. Yeah. They got voice acting, that's good. I was worried it'd be a text adventure-based game. I like they put the credits in the beginning. It gives you a feel like, that's kind of cool. Like, it feels like a more, like an animated movie, kind of, or watching an old cartoon kind of feel. Or an animated movie, yeah. I gotta give credit to whoever did the sound design for this. Music and sound design, that's pretty good. Animation lead, look at that. Mr. Younger, if you end up screwing us where the whole credits is the demo and the end game ends, I'll be really upset.
We will ask for more credits.
Yeah. Graphic design, cinematics. You have cinematics, oh man. Localization.
Oh, they got translators for this thing then, huh?
Yeah,
nice.
This must be like for indie game, a huge budget at the fair. I'm definitely Matt Isaac. There we go. So thank you, Mr. Isaac. Your music's really good. It fits the core of the game. And yeah, this must be like a huge big budget. They got all these people working on it. I mean, big budget in the sense of the production value, not the dollars spent. Who knows?
They said there was a treasure.
They got millionaires.
Its location known only by the dead.
Ooh, that's a good.
I could see it in my dreams. How was I supposed to know that in order to find it, I'd have to die too?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Spirits and specters from regions unknown, guide to me the wanderer who searches alone.
Nice. Ooh, look at sitting animation.
Welcome back,
Oh.
Murphy McCallum.
Oh.
Have you found all 5 ingredients for the spell?
I found 3 so far. Only 2 are left. The chalk and the coffin nails.
Hurry. The island will lead you to that which you seek. I have no doubt about that.
So far, the animation looks really good. It fits in line. Definitely, the animation value is really good for the characters I've noticed so far. And something that I noticed too is that the way the characters are animated walk, it gives me vibes of another game that you may have seen me stream a while back, The Broken Sword. The Broken Sword was a fully animated point-and-click adventure game that came out in the 90s. Great game, by the way. Hard as nails, though. But it gives me vibes of The Broken Sword, so it's like, this is pretty cool. Though, I'm surprised that this is Voodoo. This shaman is a Caucasian man. He's Creole speaking. Usually, it's cool. It's a different universe, okay?
How will the spell help me find the lost treasure of Belmore Manor?
There are things on this island that have gone unseen. Stories that have been left unheard. At least to mortals. I commune with regions beyond. Let me introduce you to a friend.
Alright. Whoever this voice actor is...
Out of the shadows, the cursed and the damned. Return now my servant to do my command.
Yeah, he's not yet. Whoa.
There we go.
That's a
return
move.
to you, master.
Lower. This gentleman
he knows
wishes to
Lower.
find the lost treasure of Belmore Manor. Tell him how this can be done.
Only inhabitants of the house know where the treasure lies. Their spirits still within its walls, trapped between life and death. To ask them, those spirits must be revealed on the mortal plane.
And that is what our spell will do, Murphy. A summoning spell to unveil the ghosts trapped within the house.
5 ingredients place inside, tie closed, and then unseal. Within the focus what may hide, this spell will soon reveal.
Once you've collected all 5, we can summon the ghosts of Belmore Manor. Once we've summoned the ghosts, we can ask them exactly where the treasure was hidden. You have served me, Loa. Begone!
Pick up. Okay. I'll be polite too. Whoever this voice actor is, can I pay him to voice act my entire life now?
Yeah, I could see that. Yes, please.
It's like, yes, Getselious is eating miso spicy soup, the greatest soup of all time. He didn't make the broth himself, but the ramen and the tofu was his, because he couldn't afford meat and pork. Such a poverty-living man. God, he's so good. Jesus Christ, dude. 5 stars.
Yeah, they really added a lot of detail to the voice direction.
Yeah, high five to everyone in the room on that one. Seriously, all of you, everyone. Even the guy who put the coffee, you deserve it too.
Yes.
Who is the creature that you talk to?
That is my Loa. The Loa are the mysteries, the invisibles, the messengers.
Is it a ghost?
No, they are the intermediaries between humans and the supernatural. There are 2 planes of existence, Murphy. The mortal plane and the spirit plane. Loas can move between them both, and with my powers, I can control them when they do. That is what we practitioners of the occult are adept at.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened at Belmore Manor?
Yeah, I gotta hear his voice. I'm sorry, guys.
Murphy McCallan?
Look at this
I want
guy.
to know everything I can about that house.
Then listen
And
closely.
he just moves in perfectly.
So
Dark
fun.
magic runs throughout Belmore Manor. The house
lightning
was
happens.
built by the Belmore brothers, 3 merchants
Wouldn't
from
be
England
haunted
who
otherwise.
made their fortune trading across the Caribbean.
Sounds about right.
Xavier Belmore, an explorer. Yardley Belmore, an actor.
Explore
and
an actor.
Cecil Belmore, a scientist.
Cecil, you mean?
Their parents dead for many years. They each loved and cared for their young sister, Abigail. Abigail met a young sailor, who worked aboard one of her brother's ships.
Okay.
And in less than a year, he proposed.
Okay, where's this
The
going?
engagement was a scandal.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Despite having the pick of any eligible bachelor in high society, her hand in the Belmore fortune was to go to a commoner. Because of their unconditional love for their young sister, the Belmore brothers sanctioned the marriage. But people began to wonder if Abigail was being locked into marriage, whether by blackmail or black magic.
Ooh, spicy.
Grand wedding was planned by the three proud brothers. But in the months leading up to the wedding, each of the brothers, one by one, was lost, presumably dead.
Oh.
Spicy.
And yet the wedding was still to go ahead. And with Abigail set to inherit the Belmore fortune once she came of age, many people began to wonder whether the sailor was not a perpetrator, but a pawn.
Oh,
On the
man.
morning of the wedding, the sailor
Oh.
was summoned to her chambers. I don't love you, Abigail declared.
What?
I never loved you.
Okay.
And to everyone gathered in the house, Abigail declared that that same evening, she would marry another, John Rappen, first officer of the Belmore Trading Company,
What?
would be her new groom.
That's wild.
Okay.
Except that didn't happen.
Why do you mean
The
that?
night of the wedding, everyone in the house suddenly and mysteriously vanished.
This is getting spicy, actually.
This is some fun lore.
Yeah.
The house that night held a heart that would be broken, a victim who would be tricked, and a force
Oh.
that would unleash evil. No one knows exactly who each was. If you want to find the treasure, Murphy, you'll have to find out.
Alright, Voodoo Man, I'm gonna talk about this. One, how do you know that story very well? Two, can you narrate that but slower? So I can heal the dulcet tones in my body. Jeez.
Please.
Please. Can you imagine him telling bedtime stories? Like, yeah, with the three little pigs. Little pig, let me in.
How am I
They
going to find
definitely
the
just
spell
got this
ingredients?
voice out correctly.
Everything I've ever needed for my voodoo spells, I have found on this island. It's as though this island pulls the supernatural to it. Keep searching. Once that's complete, I will show you the final step of the spell.
Okay. You know what? I'm in this. How do you learn voodoo?
How did you learn voodoo?
Yes, please.
I've always been adept with the mystic arts. Just as you dream of treasure, Murphy, I dream of power. I came to Devil's
Sounds
Rock
like he
many
does.
years ago, drawn by its voodoo energy. And no sooner than I arrived, the spirit world began to reveal itself to me, pleading for me to be its master.
Okay.
Why is this island such a focus of voodoo energy?
I suspect the answer to that question already lies in what you're seeking.
Alright.
What's this riverboat we're aboard?
This is the Spirit Queen. It used to be a pleasure boat, plying the rivers around the island, a den of drinking and gambling.
Ah, just like the old
That's how I
times.
came to own the boat. A lucky game of chance. But between you and me, Murphy,
Poker makes you win
it's a lot
everything.
easier to win when you have spirits to control the roll of the dice.
Nice.
It sounds like
So
you
he's
cheated.
just cheating.
like
huh?
cheating.
Fate was always going to bring this boat to me. I just hurried it along.
He did hurry it along.
I
Alright.
just read it along
I'm going to
forcibly.
finish finding
Yeah.
the voodoo ingredients.
Hurry back.
Hurry back. Part 1 is so how very Monkey Island of you.
Indeed.
This music also reminds me of Broken Sword, like how they do little jingles like that. Yeah. Like I said, I think Broken Sword to me is a game that I recommend people try or watch, but playing it's very difficult. The puzzles, they're just out
I took
there.
the taxidermied fish from the rotting.
Yeah, I
wooden frame.
remember seeing one of the puzzles you were on, and it was just so complex.
It was. I think I have it clipped on. I think I clipped it. It's the we going through the lock puzzle, getting the sewers.
Yes.
Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. He kind of even sounds. Okay.
Nice sound direction.
Nice sound. Yeah. All right. I can't.
A frayed sack hung from the wooden crane. I jiggled the handle, but the door was locked.
Okay. Is my inventory empty bottle, a manuscript, Gree.
It was a small leather pouch with a drawstring, used for voodoo spells. Currently, it held black feathers, gunpowder, and rum.
Wow, comic book.
Clearly, that's the thing you need.
Yeah. Everything you need to make kazoo. Impress your friends. Yeah. Even the sound direction has like a bit of a broken sword vibe to it. I think it's pretty cool.
Definitely seems like there's a lot of inspirations.
Yeah. Which is not a bad thing, because, you know,
No, not
it's
at
how,
all.
yeah. We all got come from somewhere. Except for was it Itoi made Mother? He made that game by himself in a basement. No one saw him for years, and he made it.
The box of scraps.
Yep. Can I talk to him, or is this gonna? Okay, I can move. A coffin.
The coffin lid had been nailed down securely. I wasn't going to be able to open it. The tin was empty.
Okay.
I didn't need to do anything with the stove, and would have probably burnt my hands if I tried.
All right. Gravedigger.
Hello.
Ah, consarn it! Don't sneak up on people like that. You frighten the dying daylights out of me.
He looked at me like he'd seen a ghost. Sorry, you seem a little jumpy?
I thought you were those pesky kids again.
Those pesky
Kids don't seem like a reason to be scared.
They're little terrors. I'm sure they're gonna give me a heart attack. Last
This
week,
is facts,
they showed
actually.
up with a doctor's note they forged, saying a man I'd buried that day was just a very deep sleeper.
Oh,
7
wow.
hours I was out here digging him up, at my age.
And was he sleeping?
Dead as a dodo, just like those kids will be if I get my hands on them.
Oh, okay.
Just more surprised you believe them.
Yeah. I mean, it was a doctor's note. Ooh, a lot of things I can ask him. All right, let's go.
My name's Murphy McAllen. I've just arrived on the island.
Well, welcome, Mr. Murphy. I'm Edgar Kettle, gravedigger,
Edgar Kettle,
undertaker,
nice
coffin
name.
maker, and anything else that needs doing to keep this cemetery running.
Has the cemetery been here long?
This cemetery is the whole reason Devil's Rock is populated.
Mm-hmm.
Back when the mainland was first settled, they used to ship off the bodies of undesirables to be buried here.
Interesting.
The criminals and paupers. St. Juniper's church up on the hill was one of the
That sounds
first
like something
structures
someone would say.
along with
Yeah.
the mosque. So that's what this place became. A cemetery island. A place where only Beelzebub himself would take the bodies that were interred into its caves and tunnels. The Devil's Rock.
Creepy.
Creepy. All right. Got any spare coffin nails?
Have you got any spare coffin nails?
No, I don't got any to spare. I have to buy these out of my own pocket. Do you know how much the parish gives me per burial nowadays? A pittance. The
Pittance.
roof's leaking, my table's broken. I've used floorboards to build some of the coffins.
Jeez.
Take my advice. Don't go into this line of work. I'm telling you, undertaking's a dying business.
That's actually funny. Undertaking to die. But,
Do
like,
you know
well,
anything about the disappearance at Belmore Manor?
I think it's important to leave the dead to rest in peace.
But what if they're not in peace?
Well, I think there's more to that story than meets the eye. You
Wait,
know the three
more than meets the
brothers
eye?
went missing, right?
Hey.
Well,
Ghost
if you
in
ask
disguise,
me,
Transformers,
I think
robots in
Transformers
disguise.
She was engaged to a sailor, but nobody like her would go for a commoner.
She might have loved him.
She could have loved somebody with a big bank account, too. I think she must have been using him, pretending to love him, so he'd do her dirty work for her, bumping off her brothers. Then afterwards, she drops him, and goes to marry the officer of the company, Fiendish.
Those are some pretty serious allegations.
Just a feeling, that's all. I don't have any evidence. But when you work with cadavers, you kinda get a sixth sense about things.
True. Work for enough bad people.
In mysterious circumstances. Like you can tell when someone's sneaking up behind you.
You actually seem to have trouble with that.
Wise guy.
Wise guy. Alright. Let's get going. Let's see, anything else we should ask him?
I don't know. There's a lot of options.
A lot of yeah.
I best be running along.
Don't drop dead. I don't want anything else adding to my to-do list.
Do I have anything that could help pick a...
That didn't work.
Okay, can't use the bottle cap to pick off the nails.
I scanned the headstones for anything of note, but didn't know what I was searching for.
A screw jack.
With the jack removed, the table rocked freely.
Okay, so that means that I could...
I couldn't do that.
Okay.
The tin was empty.
Let's see.
Hello, Edgar.
Ah!
What are you working on?
What are you working on?
This is just a pauper's coffin the parish is funding. Lock 'em in lumber, leave 'em to slumber. That's what I call it. No frills. This'll end up 5 feet under by the end of the night.
I thought it was supposed to be 6 feet.
You're not the one doing the digging. 5 feet means I get a tea break.
Let's see.
Did the coffin just move?
Don't even joke about that.
Okay.
Do you think I could fit inside the coffin?
Probably not. The gentleman inside might make it a bit of a squeeze.
You mean there's a dead guy inside there?
There better be. I can't afford to be burying empty coffins.
Creepy.
Story of my life.
Alright.
I best be running along.
Goodbye.
Alright, so I don't think there's anything else I can interact with.
Okay.
Oh, a table. Nothing else is happening. Alright, I'm gonna just dip out. I thought he would work on it, and then he would break it and get the thing from there.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to this party island.
Walking into the port town of Dead Nettle, I could sense its history in every stone, brick, and plank. Echoes of merchant ships loading and unloading all manner of cargo from expeditions throughout the Caribbean. Gold and treasure that may still lie hidden on the island. The fishing net was so worn, it looked like it might fall apart at any moment. It wasn't going to be of any use to me.
Guybrush would have taken the fishing net. This Murphy guy, he's supposed to grab everything. That's the trick. Whoa. Look at the zoom in the animation. It's really good.
As for weighing fish, no one's going to beat my record.
Are the fish biting?
Well, not so well today, to tell the truth. They must have been spooked by something. But you should have seen them yesterday. I was having to fight them off the rod. The name's Ned Kipps, by the way. Just Kipps to my friends.
I'm Murphy McCallum.
Nice to meet you, Mac. What are you doing on this old rock anyway?
I love this
I
guy.
haven't seen you around before.
I love Kipps.
You're on vacation?
Kipps your
I guess
nickname.
you could say that.
You've got
Dude's
worse
his
judgment than
nickname.
an arm wrestler squaring up to a cracker. Hope you don't regret it.
Me too.
What you reading, buddy?
What's that book you're reading?
The Louisiana Book of Records. There's this fish called a pingoza that swims around these parts. Delicious barbecue. And you're looking at the fella that's caught the heaviest pingoza ever weighed at the Dead Nettle docks. Now I'm looking to see if it's a state record, maybe even national, or a world record.
That's some achievement.
Oh, it was. Got my photograph on the front page of the newspaper and everything.
Oh, wait. How'd you catch it?
How do you catch a pinkoza fish?
Oh, it's not for the faint of heart, Murphy. Decades of practice, hours of patience. I tell you this, I doubt you'll ever beat my record.
Don't worry, I'm no fisherman.
You know, I could write my own book. Put my techniques in that.
Techniques.
Or an autobiography. Sea serpents, kraken, sunken treasure. I just need a snappy title. Something exciting. Something dangerous. Something that'll get the book picked up off a shelf. I know. Fish and Kips. That'll work.
I like him already. Kips is a great guy. I like Kips.
We need more Kips in our lives.
We do need more Kips. No, I feel like I'm gonna break this man's heart because I think I figured the puzzle out here.
Aw.
Catch you later, Ned.
See you around, Matt. That's for weighing fish. No one's going to beat my record.
See?
I see.
I hung the fish on the scales.
Nice try, Mac. But it's going to need to be heavier than that to beat my record.
Okay.
I couldn't do that. It was a screw jack. It was a screw jack, the type I normally see being used to hold up a motor car when changing its tire. I couldn't do that.
Okay.
It was the taxidermied fish I'd taken from the riverboat, with a ripped seam opening up to the stuffing inside of it.
Gotta put something in it.
That didn't work.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta beef up the fish.
Yeah, we gotta beef it up. Oh, cool. You can run. You can just walk faster. Kinda. All right. Hey.
You! Stop right there! What's your name?
Murphy McAllen.
I haven't seen you before. What's your business?
I'm just visiting. Why do you need to know?
Because your business is my business, and my business is news. I'm Evelyn Stoker, editor of the Juniper Parish Gazette. No misdeed left unshared, no drama left unmonetized.
Wow,
Come on,
she's a
work with
YouTuber,
me here,
right?
Murphy. I need something juicy. Committed any crimes? Uncovered any affairs? Any deep personal secrets to reveal?
I just landed here.
Honest to God truth. No.
I need a good story. I can't always let something minor like the truth stand in the way of that.
Okay, she's a word. I can't let the truth stand in the way. Okay.
I wasn't going to get ink all over my hands.
Some twine. A scissor.
Hey, you can't come back here.
Sorry.
Alright, let's see what it's on to.
Hey, you can't come.
Sorry.
So we got some scissors, a twine.
The twine was going to be of more use to me intact.
Interesting. Okay.
That wasn't going to work. It was a ball of rough twine. It was a pair of sharp scissors from the newspaper office. With a long rip already along the seam, I didn't need to cut the fish open any further.
Okay.
Yes?
Hi,
What you working on?
what are you working on?
Listen to this. An innocent victim's domesticated canine has been suddenly and mysteriously ripped away from them by fate. Its location and intentions are unknown.
Wait, are you talking about a lost dog?
Technically, it's not lost anymore. It was found shortly before I got to the house. But still, the story must be written.
I have a headline suggestion. Lost dog, not lost.
I have a personal suggestion. Butt out.
What's in those filing cabinets?
Past issues of the newspaper, starting right back in 1864. Of
Whoa.
course, things were a lot more interesting when Dead Nettle was thriving as a port town. Comings and goings of people, ships, and cargo. Lots to report on back then. More than the dregs I have to dress up now.
Okay.
I'm doing some research on the treasure of Belmore Manor.
Leave it. That's my advice. There's no story in it.
No story?
Not that anyone would believe. And I've got advertisers breathing down my neck.
Okay.
Can I take a look in the filing cabinets?
Sorry, McAllen. Employees only. And we're a one-woman operation here these days. The paper doesn't bring in enough money to take people on.
Why did the ship stop coming to Dead Nettle?
The Belmore Trading Company was the heartbeat of this island. After the disappearance, there was no one left to run the company, and it all got sold off. When that folded, so did pretty much everything else.
Do you have any back issues featuring the Belmore Manor wedding?
We don't, I'm afraid. Most of the paper's directors were at the wedding and disappeared along with everyone else.
No
The
way.
newspaper had to shut up shop for weeks while it was restaffed. This was back when the Gazette wasn't run by just one person.
Don't you have more interesting stories to write about?
The crackpots this island calls a population wouldn't know something interesting if they paid for it. Which they hardly do. Believe me, I've tried to get juicier stories. Scouring the island, doorstop interviews, hiding beneath windows.
You eavesdrop on people through their windows?
It's called investigative reporting.
She's right.
What's your theory on Belmore Manor?
This might sound far-fetched, but I think it was hypnotism. All the puzzle pieces make sense.
Who was hypnotized?
Abigail, by that strange sailor she was going to marry. This newspaper had been publishing a bunch of stories about spooky goings-on across the island. We even had tip-offs of black magic inside Belmore Manor. Can you believe it?
Who was doing black magic?
Black
Well,
magic.
we weren't told for sure, but it makes sense, doesn't it? The sailor! Why else would someone as powerful as Abigail want to marry a lowly manual worker like him? Come the night of the wedding, and she wised up. Married John Rackham, the company's first officer. Much more on her social standing, and a responsible choice for the company.
Okay.
I think I better be going.
Keep your eyes out for a story, McAllen. There are secrets on the island, and it's my job to sell advertisements next to them.
Alright. It seems like everyone believes that, well, it happened.
Don't even
It's like
think
everyone doesn't
about
like the
touching
sailor.
that machine.
Yeah. Well, after playing, Return of Monkey Island, there's black magic and there's voodoo. Apparently voodoo is less evil than black magic, so I can live with that, sure.
Okay.
Because, black magic has all the creepy stuff. Voodoo is all about the fun stuff.
All
There's
about
nothing
them
in the fountain
potions.
apart from a room of moss.
You can't go up there. It's for members only.
Good evening. He looked past me like I was invisible, as though if he ignored me hard enough, there was a chance I'd disappear. I said good evening?
I suppose, if one's standards are low enough.
Damn.
Have you taken a wrong turn, sir?
I'm just having a look around.
Well, make it a quick one.
What is this place?
What is this place?
This, sir, is the Captain's Club, a private members club for current and retired sea and riverboat captains. We are highly exclusive. Are you a captain?
He asked with a smugness that told me he already knew the answer.
I thought not. Then may I recommend a swift exit? You'll find a convenient egress approximately 180 degrees to starboard. If you like, I can give you a good swift kick in the right direction, sir. And don't feel a need to stop walking until your ankles get soggy.
Oh, nice man.
I best be casting off.
Don't feel the need to rush back, sir.
Okay, I need to be a captain to get there. There's a lot going on in this demo so
The
far.
sign read, the fantastic
there's a lot to
Ventaccio brothers
discover.
will be performing tonight. People of all ages welcome. Donations welcome even more so.
Ah, it's a shortcut back. Okay.
It's good to know.
Yep. Alright. That's a lot of walking.
I tried the door. It was locked.
Alright, this location.
Framed by trees and lit by moonlight, Belmore Manor stood imposingly in the still night air. Even without lights on, it felt like something inside the house was calling me, or warning me.
Most likely warning you. Like, this is a ghost place. Don't come here. Alright, let me ask the voodoo man if I can get a key. Like, hey, can you give me your license?
You've returned. Have you found all the ingredients and placed them in the gree-gree?
Not yet, but I'm working on it. I'm going to finish finding the voodoo ingredients.
Hurry back.
All right. I thought, hey, give me your captain item. That'd be great.
Would be great.
All right. Is there any more exploration we could do? Let's see in the church.
Well, we can always, I guess, look.
Cool. Yep. Wow. Super crypt.
I couldn't see any way to open it.
I mean, yeah, it's a super crypt. Oh, there's a hit machine and a goals. The Diary of Murphy McCallum.
Bit chalk, bit nails. Okay.
Ah. Okay. Oh, did the music stop? That's weird. Oh, this one lets you know what all the items you can look at. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, that makes sense.
The coffin lid had been nailed down securely. I wasn't going to be able to open it.
Let's see.
That wasn't going to work. That wasn't going to work.
The can is empty.
The tin was empty.
And, and I don't think it's saying it's in a kettle.
Hello, Edgar.
Where?
Why are you out here working so late?
The funerals take place in the morning, and I prefer to be tucked up in my bed.
Fair.
I don't like those early funerals. I'm not a morning person.
Pretty funny.
I best be running along.
Goodbye.
I didn't need to do.
Alright, so let's go back to Dead Kettle.
Anything to report?
Nothing yet, but I'm keeping my eyes open.
So if I go here, she doesn't want any ink on himself. Wait, you can fill the fish full of ink.
I couldn't do that.
Aw, that's
Haha.
that would have been easy. That would have been a cool idea. You fill it with ink, stuff it up, boom, 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 problem solved.
The latest newspaper contained a photograph of the fisherman on the docks, with a headline declaring he'd just broken the island's heaviest catch record. Nothing else was of interest.
Alright. Maybe we can do something with the nets? Actually, no, he won't take the net.
The fishing net was so worn, it looked like it might fall apart at any moment. It wasn't going to be of any use to me. I couldn't do that. It was a ball of... I couldn't do that.
Alright, let's try talking to Ned. Oh yeah, Kips. Ned Kips. Ned Kipsy.
Good evening, Kips.
Hello again, Mac.
Let's see. What'd you do with the catch?
What do you do with the fish you catch?
A couple I saved for myself, and the rest I sell to the Captain's Club. They fancy them up with lemon lobster, slawfish something or other. Fools. Everyone knows the best way to cook them is to barbecue them. But then again, I haven't eaten in that place my whole life.
Why not?
I don't have a captain's license, so they won't let me in.
Don't you have a fishing boat?
Now, I used to. The Petite Pichet. But they don't count it if it doesn't have a crew.
What happened to it?
That's it across the harbor with its bow sticking out the water. It was the strangest thing. There I was, fishing just out in the bay, when a sea serpent comes out the water, wraps itself around the boat. Well, I was going to be a goner. Jabbed my fishing pole right in its beady eye, throttled the motor, and managed to make it back to shore just as the hull went under. It's lucky I made it out alive.
That's a pretty tall tale.
I wouldn't believe it myself if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
It was clear that Ned had a penchant for fanciful stories. He told them with such vigor, I think he'd convinced himself they were true.
No, I think he actually... After all the... You met a voodoo... You know a voodoo man, and you think he's lying. Okay, buddy.
Catch you later,
Yep.
Ned.
See you around, Mac.
Like...
That's for weighing fish. No one's going to beat my record.
That wasn't going to work. That wasn't going to work.
No, I don't need this. There you go. Comic book. Give him comic book.
I thought I'd keep that to myself.
Okay.
That's for weighing fish. No one's going to beat my record.
I hung the fish on the scales.
Nice try, Mac. But it's going to need to be heavier than that to beat my record.
Alright. I think that's going to solve that one right there.
There was no way to get out to the wreck, and from how decayed it looked, no reason to get out to the wreck either.
Okay. Spirit Queen. Let's go to the bathroom.
The wooden shack had a single door. From the moss growing on it, it looked like it hadn't been used for years.
We have a little light thing again that we can use to see if there's anything we're
I
not...
jiggled the handle, but the
seeing
door
what we
was
should
locked.
be.
Yeah, you can jack the door.
That wasn't going to work. That wasn't going to work.
Window.
With a bit of elbow grease, I pushed up the wooden window frame.
Okay.
Pressed against the inside wall was a dusty desk covered in spider webs, and on top it, one thing lay undisturbed, a small folded document, which I picked up, along
Good.
with an unintentional 8-legged companion. Ugh! Ghost stories and haunted treasures I could handle, but spiders gave me the creeps.
Fair enough. Oh, the captain's license. Good. Okay.
We got the license.
We got the license. Where's this? There you go. We're so smart. Our college education finally paying off.
Only took us how long?
To be fair, this game is pretty engrossing.
Yeah, it is.
The backgrounds look really good. Artistically, it's a well done game. I would say probably cut the dialogue for certain sections so it could be a bit slower.
There's a lot of options and there's a lot of spoken dialogue.
Yeah, like there is something I feel about like point-and-click games. Like I think we talked about this too on the playthrough or in the review of Nine Noir Lies. It has great voice acting, it's good, but it's too much and it just bogs it down. Like you just get zonked out. Sometimes good voice acting is great, but sometimes best eliminated.
Without a photograph of me, there was no way he was going to accept it as proof of me being a captain.
Oh, great. I need a photograph of myself. Great. Alright, so let me talk to the news lady. Maybe I can get one from her. Alright.
Anything to report?
Nothing yet, but I'm keeping my eyes open.
Alright, Evelyn.
Yes?
Hi. Would you take my photograph?
Do you know how much the chemicals cost to develop those photographs? I'm on a limited budget here, McAllen. Unless you've done something notable, you're not getting into print.
Okay.
I think I better be going.
I'm keeping my eye on you, McAllen.
Alright, so we have to get some money.
Okay then.
Okay.
That wasn't going to work. It was a screw job. I couldn't do that. That wasn't going to work. That didn't work. That didn't work. That wasn't going to work. I couldn't do that.
Alright. We need to get a photo, like a super photo of the fish. I'll just go to the manor. Maybe there's something here.
Maybe.
From the gathering moss and rust,
What was
it was
that?
clear the patio
Oh.
set hadn't been used in decades.
Yep, that was it, the horseshoe.
Oh. Try putting the horseshoe on
So
something
much
now,
for
I
good
guess.
luck.
Cool, I'll take it.
I picked up the horseshoe that assaulted me. It was heavy. Very heavy.
Mm-hmm.
With the ripped
The fish-
seam as an opening,
Oh.
I placed the horseshoe inside the taxidermied fish. Now it was heavy.
Now we can go back to the scale.
Yep, and then that will solve that, and then boom, boom, boom. Dead nettle, let's see. Yep. I'm sorry, Kips, I killed your dream. All you want to do is be a fisherman, and I just wanted to rob it. I wanted to find some treasure.
I want money.
Matt, does that say what I think it does? You've been holding back on me. That breaks my record.
Yeah.
McAllen! You just broke the island fishing record.
How
Yeah.
did you hear about this so fast?
It's my job to know about things fast. Now, I'm doing the questions here. So
boy.
what led to this unbelievable turn of events? Years of practice? Or a one-in-a-million fluke? Did the fish just jump into your lap as you walked the quayside? Was the fish dropped by a passing seagull?
Would have been a pretty darn big seagull.
Just beginner's luck, I guess.
As I suspected, well, as much as it pains me to say it, you're the cover story on this evening's edition of the Juniper Parish Gazette, and this is why I'm not getting a Pulitzer.
You could investigate the murder matter, you know, the Belmore matter.
I've got to hand it to you, Mac.
Could have.
That fish is a whopper. I wouldn't believe it myself if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Kip.
I'd had enough of carrying the suspiciously heavy fish around. I decided to leave it there.
Yeah, when he finds out that you cheated, that would not be a good feeling.
Don't let him know.
Murphy, have you seen the cover of the evening edition? I think we caught your personality perfectly in that photograph. Naive, simple, unsophisticated. Makes it all the more surprising that you actually accomplished something.
I wonder if I should have it framed.
That will cost you.
I picked up the newspaper. The fewer people that saw it, the better.
Yeah. Cut the photo out.
Carefully, I cut my photograph out of the newspaper. I stuck the cutout photograph onto the still tacky interior of the captain's license. It was convincing enough.
There we go. That's solved. Everything's coming
They're
together.
coming together.
Yeah, everything's coming up Millhouse. Everything is coming up Millhouse. Actually, it wasn't. Also, man. Oof. The Simpsons, I feel like the memes of The Simpsons are gonna outlive The Simpsons at this point.
Yeah. but you gotta admit, those memes.
They're really
My
good,
credentials.
yeah. Looks back at me.
You're telling me you are a captain?
I trust it's all in order.
Look, Sonny, the bylaws of this club only allow the club manager to verify a captain's license. And Mr. Perkins is enjoying his backgammon evening with Mrs. Perkins and the ladies this evening, with strict instructions not to be disturbed. So I'll be accepting this tonight, but try this again tomorrow night and it'll be another story. Now, with that said, a warm and hearty welcome to the Captain's Club. We sincerely hope you make use of and enjoy our facilities, and do please let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
Alright, we're gonna play some backgammon, I guess.
Let's win.
Hey, look, it's some chalk.
There we go. That's all that mattered. We don't need anything else in this room.
No, we don't. All that for
It was
chalk.
locked.
That's just weird, though. Now to get some nails. I don't know how
I
to get
considered
nails.
playing a game, but billiards without the balls and cues wouldn't have been
Sure,
very
I'm guessing
engaging.
you still have to go back to the coffin maker.
Yeah. By the way,
Unless there's another place.
The cabinet was locked.
billiard or pool, I'm gonna call it, is super fun when you're not betting money. I'm being serious.
It's really fun when you also have a ball and pool.
That's true, yeah. Like, anytime people put money in for pools, ooh, it's gonna get rough.
Yeah.
Because let's just say, like, you're playing, 10-ball Q, 8-ball Q, and you hit a bank shot and win the game afterwards, and the guy just, like, loses, like, double or nothing. I'm just playing for fun. No, I'm not losing this money. Like, bro, it's just $40. You don't, and by the way, you gamble, not me. What's going on here?
Yeah.
that,
I mean, it does add stakes to it, but at the same time, you also lose a lot of the fun.
Right, as well as some places charge you to play per game, so why am I going to be gambling and have to pay the table for the game?
Yeah, seriously.
That's the one thing that just drives me a little crazy. I'm like, what? How do I get the nails?
Hello, Edgar.
Yeah.
Do you not find working in a graveyard a little eerie?
Why would it be eerie?
I don't know. Ghosts, maybe?
I don't like to think about ghosts.
Why not?
I wonder if there's a way to like
Because they
trick him to
bad
get
for
you,
business.
give you nails somehow.
I have my work cut out here with the dead as it is. Imagine if they came back asking for a refund.
I best be running along.
Goodbye.
I couldn't do that.
Okay.
I didn't need to steady the table again. It was an empty soda bottle that
Okay.
I tied the twine to the uneven table and took up a hiding spot behind a nearby wall. It was time to wake the dead.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello?
This is a
Hello?
thing.
Why is it so dark in here?
I mean, he did mention the kids prank him, but I actually thought that you would have to, like, remove the nails the other way.
I'm stuck! Help!
Well, I guess you just gotta prank him instead.
If that's you kids.
Get me out of this thing!
Oh no, not again.
I love Edgar. He sounds like somebody I heard before from a cartoon show.
Yeah.
Mister, are you okay? I'm so sorry. I was told... Mister? Oh, God darn it.
It was funny.
Next time I see those kids, I'm gonna have a lineup of Pee-wee coffins ready for them. See how they like being scared out of their wits.
Ah. Well, that was a bit of a roundabout way to get something in the tin.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. That was well animated. I would have never thought of playing a prank on him, honestly.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have thought of that either. Except if it was like the last thing we had to do.
Yep.
I picked up the handful of discarded coffin nails from the tin.
And now, we can go back to... Sexy voodoo man. So let's go. Oh wait, we gotta put things in the gree.
I placed the coffin nails into the gree.
Mm-hmm.
I placed the chalk into the gree.
That was.
I've done it. All 5 ingredients for the summoning spell. Now I needed to head back to the Spirit Queen.
Which we're doing.
Murphy, have you done what was asked of you?
I mean,
I
that
have.
voice, yeah.
Wonderful.
Always listen.
Now, it is time for the final step. Out of the darkness, the sadness, the fear, I command you, my servant, now to appear.
He hits those rhymes really well. You know, I'm very proud of that.
Agreed.
I have returned, Master. What is your desire?
The ingredients have been gathered. The
At least they
final
say when a
step of
cheeseburger
the
is
spell is
surprised.
ready. Now focus.
The focus of the spell is that which you are casting it upon. Belmore Manor is where the ghosts reside. An image of Belmore Manor is what you must direct the spell with.
Murphy, do you have an image of Belmore Manor we can use?
Yeah.
That wasn't going to work.
Are you serious?
Yes, Murphy. That will work. Place it inside the gree as the final ingredient.
I folded the magazine cover and placed it inside the gree.
Maybe we can get one of the
Spell is
newspapers.
ready.
Oh no, we got
Finally, the
comic, yeah.
ghosts will be free again.
Okay.
Open
comic
the
book
gree,
counts, yeah.
Murphy, and that will
Alrighty.
cast the spell.
Never mind then.
Because the comic book contains
With
all
some trepidation,
everything here.
I took the gree from
Because
my
the comic
pocket,
book is
then, with a deep
immortal.
breath, opened it.
Okay. This is.
At last, I am free.
Servant, what's happening?
I was never your servant.
I am your master. You shall do my bidding. I command you.
I command you.
Foolish mortal, you have served your purpose. No longer do I need to manifest as an ephemeral specter.
Whoa,
Now
what?
my true spirit form is free.
By the way, this low voice
No.
actor, top notch. He went
Do
from
as I
like
say.
subdued to this real
You
quick.
have no voice.
Yeah, that was good. What?
Sure what I'd just seen, but the voodoo fire raging all around
That
me was all too
escalated.
real.
I
I
don't-
needed to get out, and fast.
I need to get out fast.
Gazing into the spirit pool, it looked like I could see formless faces gazing back at me. Surrounded by a burning inferno, I wasn't going to complicate matters by picking up lit candles, even if the phrase was to fight fire with fire.
Murphy needs to sound a little more engagingly scared, because that did not just happen.
Yeah, seriously.
By the way, Voodoo Man's dead.
I filled the bottle
this
with
one-
water from the spirit pool.
Jeez.
He's like, I am your master, fool. I have served no man. Hey, we solved the puzzle.
Hooray. Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Wow, talk about escalation.
yeah.
Now's a good time to run. Oh, never mind.
Oh, no, no.
You had your chance.
You had your chance. You betrayed the Voodoo Man, so you know how it is. You let him get
Just
killed.
what you deserve.
That great boy now dead. For what? Alright. That was pretty good.
That was really solid.
Yep. There's a mystery air to it. And the credits to the demo. Yeah. Josh Polatino. Richard Gibson is the Voodoo Man. I respect that.
I want him to be everything.
Yeah. Joseph, yeah. Joseph David Spence was the Loa, good voice actor. Ned Kipps was Jerron Hill. Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I never see people do credits for, I would say, a demo before, but go ahead, sure, shoot it, you know?
Yeah.
Animation done by Jam Custard Animation Studios. Jammy Custard. Yep. And I guess with that, well, leave the credits. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I think the flaw I felt was the pacing. I mean, once we solved it all, it clicked. But I felt like the pacing sometimes. I would say sometimes the characters have too. I hope the dialogue isn't that too heavy. A bit like you could always cut some lines out here and there. But other than that, I felt it was really good. The animations were good. The characters felt believable. The puzzle made me laugh a little bit though.
The keenness of it all.
Yeah, keenness and all. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
I will say that it was definitely more dialogue heavy than it needed to be.
Yeah. And the trick the graveyard keeper with the thing. I didn't think of that. I thought you would have to like just remove the nails on your own, but that works too.
Apparently, you just surprise the crap out of him.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny. But yep. So yep.
Yes, it is.
And with that, that is the end of the demo of Foolish Mortals. Thank you so much for checking out this video. That was a bit of a doozy, a longer one. But yeah, be sure if you guys are interested in the game, do check the game out on. If you want to play yourself, the demo is available on Steam. So yeah, and you can also follow us on our social media, and we'll keep you updated with other cool stuff we're doing. This is Getselious and Sithscott signing out, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See.